Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Nerd channel. My view of everything creative, it is what it is. Each time this one's going to change, so nothing is concrete yet. Still figuring out the branding and cuz I don't know, it's like I want it to be similar but different than the other channel. Yeah, so work in progress, work in progress. Just like all of my projects. But okay, let's grab that boba. Take a nice chili, not frozen, no ice. Hold the ice because the ice is a hot mess in these streets. But let's, take, a few sips of the boba. Let's dig in and, yeah, get creative. Or this is going to be kind of a condolences series. And why I have to start writing like I'm running out of time. Like one of my favorite creators. We don't talk about Bruno. But and his Disney speech. Oh my gosh. But yeah, this episode isn't about him, but after what happened, it made me think about him and his creativity and how he just went like 10 toes down deep into it. And I absolutely love that about him, but I also love that about our now gone Dolly Parton, our lovely diva queen. Like, I mean, she was like just the most beautiful diva ever. And while teaching college and stuff, there was one semester where like with my classes, I try to make students feel like everyone's welcome, like a neighborhood and stuff like that. And so it was one of my later semesters where I asked each student to give me three songs and like three of their favorite songs and stuff. And I said, now G rated because I'm like, okay, we're going to be playing this in the classroom because while the students are working on their projects and stuff, I will play, the sound, like the playlist, and I will start at a different song each time so that every student gets to hear at like, a couple of their songs throughout the semester. And so it would be funny when like one student's song comes up, they're like, hey, that's mine. And it's like, and sometimes it would be really funny because like two or three students would have the same song in their list. And so when that song comes, they'd all be like, oh, that's what, and they all look at each other like, you picked that song? You picked that song? Okay. It's like, so anyway, it, music is beautiful and amazing and creative. And it brings people together and also allows people to express emotions because people have the wedding songs, but also the breakup divorce songs. You have the condolences songs, you have the religious songs, and it's like with Dolly, she had such a variety. And the way that, like, I did not know like I Will Always Love You was one of her songs until later. And I think it's like, quite a few of us, black people, we were just like, oh, that was yours. You wrote that. You wrote that. Okay, girl. Like, because I think Dolly would have had a invite to the barbecue. And I know like there's some black people who are like, you just don't invite everybody. She was for everyone. Oh, her heart was so pure and gold. Like, I don't know, it's like I'll say, she had a goldish pink heart, since pink was her favorite color. And I love pink too. But yeah, she had a gold pink heart. And I don't, she was just with when Whitney Houston sang that song, oh, she put her heart in it. But then, like, since that was Dolly's song, like a lot of people don't even know. And I'll try to, put some articles about what Dolly did with some of the money that she got from Whitney Houston's cover from it. And this is one reason why I say she is like the prestige, like the like such a wonderful, she was a wonderful, beautiful role model and selfless, and like she was like the type of rich person that we wish we could see with, like, and oh, I don't want to get into the religious portion, but like throughout the years, watching a lot of the religious people or the pastors and bishops that came to my church, and how they talked about the money, and how like, oh, by like, yeah, but we need you to give like tithes and offering for our plane. And then you see like we have a trillionaire, and it's like all these billionaires, but the billionaires just want more money, and they hardly want to pay their employees anything, even though the employees are who's making them the billionaires that they are. And many even want to pay them so little or give them part-time hours so that they will stay on food stamps and government assistance, because turn around and they'll get money or benefits from that. But Dolly, it's like she had the nonprofit where she gave millions of books away, millions. And one of my goals was to enter and try a couple of my books. And also, like, if I can get the candle business together, I wanted to do like I have a list of nonprofits. Hers is gonna stay on the list, like top of the list. But yeah, I wanted to be able to, you know, like with one of the books, there's a character that's dedicated for her. So, but now it's sad because she won't see that character. But yeah, you guys are gonna find out. Maybe 2027, possibly 2028, but yeah, and it's a children's book too. So, but at the same time, I was also thinking of some music artists with another, not the superhero one, but yeah, I have like 4 or 5 novels that are under construction because yeah, in my creativity. And I think that's another reason why she's one of the only country artists I could listen to. I don't care for country. It's like I care for Dolly Parton. So yeah, when people like, oh well, back to the college class, like was one of the days, like the students started talking about the genres, and some of them brought up country, and one of them like specifically asked me, I guess because I'm black, like if I listen to that, and I'm like, no, no, I don't really care for country. And then some of the students like, you got to give it a chance, you have to give it a chance, and I'm like, I've given like, I was like, okay, so then you guys give, and I listed some genres a chance, and some of them like, no, oh no, like because even classical or like songs from musicals and like rap and R&B, like each time I would list one of those, like some of the students would have different reactions, and so I'm like, see, you have what you listen to, and I have what I listen to. But there was want like to kind of make the students realize that yes, country is not one of my, like I avoid, no, no, to the point where even on dating apps, if I can tell that a guy loves country music, I swipe left, because like on long car rides and also at the house, like if he's gonna listen to me, like I want him to, I want the guy to enjoy his music. And at the same time, I want to be able to enjoy the music that he's enjoying. And yeah, country's just not gonna be it. So that just it, yeah, we're not compatible. Our ears are not compatible unless it's Dolly, because I put one of Dolly Parton's songs in the mix because yeah, I mix a few of my favorite songs in it. So, and sometimes it's funny when students look at each other and they're like, "Is that?" And but then sometimes students are absent, so sometimes it's uh the absent student song, and okay, sometimes it's funny because once they look at each other and they see that, oh, that person's in my group, and they'll call, like, they'll text or call, hey, one of your songs are playing. And I'm just like, you guys are crazy. But I mean, I loved it, but I'm just like, wow, okay. Like, it's kind of a cute moment. But when one of, let's see, I'm trying to remember which one? Because one of my students, she picked another Dolly song. And so I remember when the Dolly song that I picked, it's like her ears pricked up. And she was just like, huh, I don't remember picking this one, but I enjoy it. And but then you could still see all the other students kind of looking at each other. And they're just like, did you pick it? Did you pick this? I didn't pick this. Who? And so like when I told the class like, yeah, I told you guys I don't like country, but Dolly, she's just not country. She sings from her heart. She's got some soul in her. So yeah, I don't really include her with some of the other country artists. Yeah, I don't. Mm-mm. She was such an exception, and again, just one of the most beautiful role models ever. And oh, remember that concert where she was wearing those short shorts and she was in like her 70s? I was like, okay, girl. Because like there's so many, this is gonna be a series, like probably 2 episodes, maybe three, but like the way she gave herself, yeah, I keep talking present, but past tense. She was such a glow up in personality. It's like, and one thing where she owned her own like wine business and the nonprofit, and then Dolly Land and or Dolly like I want, and yeah, I always wanted to go. I thought it would be kind of a fun adventure to go visit there. And she had and then her cake mix, and she had a couple others. But part of me, I'm like, Dolly, 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 why don't you have your own bra line? Cause we know we see Rihanna got one, and so I'm like, she she petite, and I mean, so she got those curves, girl, but you got those curves, you know, being a curvy girl myself, like not like, oh, because part of me I'm just like, girl, you held those good, you know, you know, but yeah, I kind of wondered why didn't she start her own brand, especially for the larger girls, or because like sometimes going into Victoria's Secret, once you got to the larger sizes, they didn't come in the cute sizes or as cute. Like, so they still had some cute, but for the very very cute, yeah, like once you got to the larger sizes, they didn't really have them in that size. And it would have been really cool and great if Dolly created her own brand where girls can feel, top heavy, vibrant girls like her. We could feel beautiful in that way too, and not feel like we had to wear the granny bras or whatever, or the basic beige and that's it, no pattern, no, like, not as lacy and things. So, but yeah, her fashion, and she was not scared of her beauty. She was not scared to express her beauty and her confidence and the way that she wanted to look. And I'm just now getting to a point where I'm slowly getting into that because of very like back conservative upbringing. Oh, I am gonna be so different like throughout, like, I mean, it's only slight changes right now because I need to start these businesses. Just like, oh, like she started her business. Yeah. And there was one other thing that I wanted to do. And now I know that because I was going to send a candle to her. And so, yes, I don't know. It's just now it'll be like a dedication to her. But she was such a wonderful, beautiful young woman. I mean, well, okay. I know she, okay, 80, but hey, she was young at heart. There's so many reasons why, like, I adored her because she was vibrant and beautiful inside and out, selfless and get just selfless and giving. Because some people can be selfless, but that doesn't mean they give. But when she gave, honey, she gave. And her love for the LGBTQ plus community and like just for everybody, she had love for everyone. And one reason why I wonder if she was a Democrat, I kind of wonder, oh, did she vote for Kamala? Did she vote for? And I know, especially singing country, much of the demographic, and so I do like sometimes like you gotta play that business. Just you gotta do what you gotta do. But with my business or the businesses in development, I don't care. It's like I'm not gonna be like the author of Harry Potter and so many other business people where first, they're like, yeah, for everybody, or I'm not gonna end up like Target. Target. Yeah. Not gonna end up like them. But because I don't know, it's just it seemed like once they realized the other side made more money, they just switched it like that. And another reason why I'm start like with my YouTube channel, I want it out there so when I start my businesses, people don't know, like they don't know me, but I want them to know me. And I want them to know exactly who I am. So when they buy my products, they can't say I tricked them. Because especially some people within the Harry Potter community were disheartened and hurt because of how hard the author is now hurting certain demographics. And some of our views they're shocked by. Even some of the actors were shocked by. And even some of the current people that are doing the the do over, like, well, the remake of it. And I think it was one of the voices of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They found out that one of them were a little on the racist side. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm going to make sure that people know I am like I'm a liberal progressive Democrat and I have love for everyone. It's like will I ever forgive the orange man voting people? No, I'll never forgive you. We can talk, we can chat, we can befriend, But at the same time, I won't forgive you because you cared more about like even if he was good with business, but he's not. But he's not. Many cared more about the business than they did racism. They cared more about like just money than they did women keeping and having equal rights. They cared more about money than the lower and middle class being able to get either college education so they can like pursue their goals and dreams and opportunities. But money was the thing that was stopping them and also stop with like can't even eat a salad, can't even eat a blueberry smoothie and so many other things because and then even a burger because of ground beef. And now I hear we're going to be getting ground beef from I think one of the South Amer- South American countries that China said no to because China said, that's a hot mess. So now but then when you look at our food industry, it's like there's so many ingredients that we consume in America that other countries don't consume. And even during the soccer championship and stuff like that, it's like people from other countries are coming over here. They're like, oh, yeah, this food is really great. It does taste good. It does. But then they're like, yeah, these are chemicals. Yeah, this is artificial. Yeah, like they kind of realize why America is known for plus size and obesity, fat, all that stuff. So, but yeah, I kind of ran off on a tangent, but it's things that I plan on talking about on the other channel mostly. But when you think about business people and how they make their money, I don't think I've ever heard of Dolly Parton having a bad reputation with any of her businesses and her caring more about the money than she did her consumers and humankind and how loving and caring she was. So, a lot, I don't know, it's just, and that's one reason why I'm going to be, I'm kind of excited now because it's like I was going to wait. And that's why I need to just stop waiting. But okay, I need to do things like once I have it in my budget and things like that. But you know what? I need to look up when is her birthday? What sign is she? Because that will actually help me with one of the ideas that I have. So I'm good. While I'm recording again, I'm gonna be looking up on Bing. Yeah, it's like I use Bing because we all know what Google did with that map. Like, I mean, not just of that, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm just like I'm an Android girl. I'm a Bing girl. So, but anyway, when like let's see, Dolly Parton's birthday, January. Hmm. Okay, January 19th. Yeah, and I already heard 1946. So, and okay. And I think that's another reason I really like she had that southern heart. She had such a pure southern heart. So, and ooh, honey, the way she styled that blonde hair. But I wish other business people looked up to her the way, like, when, not the way that I did, but, just in high regard. Because a lot of people didn't, or you didn't really hear about her businesses much. And I think because she has such a good reputation on it, like people are like, "Oh, that's good news. Oh, that's whatever." And especially being a woman, like business person, there's so many reasons why. I just think she was amazing because as a woman, she took charge. She knew what her dreams were and goals, and being able to like leave the house to be able to conquer that. And I wasn't able to do that. So, but now I I have the opportunity. It's a very late start, but later is better than never. And over the years of not being able to, I've learned a lot. And a lot has happened to me to the point where I'm using the trauma to my benefit. I'm using the ABUSC that I've talked about on the other channel in different ways. And I've grown to have empathy, sympathy, compassion, love, and just forgiveness for most. Like I said, for people who voted for the orange man, haha, nah. Mm-mm. But forgiveness for many other things. Yeah, because I'm not perfect. You know, I know I'm not perfect. But I kind of wish what else? I wonder what are goals that she wanted that she was not able to accomplish. And I just she lived such a beautiful life, but then like when I remember like other than cuz well, oh there's so much more, so I'm going to do a part 2. But over the holidays, which oh they're probably going to be playing all her movies during these holidays. But you learned about the tobacco farm she grew up on, and oh, there was a couple I yesterday there was a couple stations talking about her, but each one had a different number of siblings. But I know her mom did miscarry, so I wonder if that's why I heard the difference. Um, and then also, my heart goes out to uh, Miley Cyrus because I believe that was her godmother. I know that's like she was really, really close, and even with that concert that I mentioned earlier, it was, I don't know, it's just really sad. But now I'm gonna look up how many siblings did she have because um 11. Okay, yeah, 11 brothers and sisters. Because when watching the movies and stuff, you saw how she grew up on a tobacco farm and some of the trials that they had to go through, especially over the holidays and stuff. But then I think there's 3 movies within the collection because I think this last one they kind of showed how they showed her back then, the current her versus the little girl, and she was encouraging herself. Or no, was it no, I think they had a younger actress play like the older version of the little girl, but and it was she was encouraging her and talking to her and stuff like that. Either way, I haven't watched it in a while, but now I'm really hoping this holiday they play them because and oh I'm really corny and bougie, but now I'm like, okay, if I was gonna make a popcorn flavor, because I would want to pop some popcorn and season it just, the way, like a seasoning that would fit her. But I'm kind of thinking cinnamon with her. Like something, savory but sweet, you know? Yeah, I'm thinking savory and but sweet with her. Not really sweet, but not like kettle, like, hmm, maybe a different version of kettle corn in a way. So yeah, I'm gonna experiment with that. But she was so amazing, and like even with the husband that she had, that I'm gonna talk about in that next episode, he uplifted her and the marriage that they had, and it makes me think because a lot of men on the red pill, what garbage, whatever, they talk about oh if a woman's this age and she's still single, something's wrong with her. And one of the things that's quote unquote, wrong with me is I have goals and I wanted to be educated and I am educated and I always want to learn more and I love doing things that are not stereotypically, for me. Like so many men like, oh, you listen to classical? Oh, you want to go to a musical? Oh, that's stupid. Oh, that's and me writing my books. Oh, you think you're gonna actually publish that? You're not gonna do that. Like, cause I mean, even No Heart Lockakey, they didn't believe me. They didn't believe in me. Lockhart was determined to stop me from getting my second master's, threatening to punch holes. But then you see Dolly and her the amazing relationship she had with her husband. It's like so many men want to stop us because now we have a political party that's trying to stop women from being like, and they want to keep us at home and just have us impregnated. Like, what? Really? But thank you so much for listening, and I'm going to check you out on part 2. Take care. Bye.